This is an emergency video for the Tom is a Serial Killer series. I had to do it because I'd already made part 3. You know, part 3 goes in a little more depth into some things, looking back at where a lot of these feelings come from. And I stumbled upon this because a nice person in the comments told me about it. So I watched this and I was like, whoa! This is really disturbing. Is there something more? Is Tom a serial killer, or is this a whole operation of stuff, allegedly? Allegedly. Is this a whole... Does this... I don't know. You guys watch this part. I don't know. Watch. Here we go.
Dude, my 6-year-old woke up the other day, ear to ear. He goes, I had the best dream. I had the best dream, Daddy. And I go, what'd you dream about? He goes, Zachary, Lisa, and Marlon. And I go, who's that? He's like, they're in my class. I go, oh, what happened in your dream? He goes, I cut off their heads with a chainsaw.
Well, I'm sorry. I forgot to laugh. What is this? What do you mean? What do you mean? Cut off with a chain. This is crazy. Bert's on a dude. Is there like a? Did the rich just kill us? I mean, I'm starting to go into some weird theories, but I'm just like they just have no feelings. Wait, I'd be like, wait, what? Your kid said what? Hey, now, what did your kid say? Wow. Is that okay with you, Mr. Tom?
And I go, what? He goes, yeah, I had a chainsaw and I just cut their heads off. I go,
You don't share those stories.
I know. I'm like, holy shit. I go, how did that make you feel? And he goes, happy. He goes, it made me feel happy. I go, to cut their heads off? He goes, yeah. I love it. I love chainsaws. And I go, okay. You want pancakes? What do you want to eat?
There's something going on, right? Or am I wrong? I have a theory. I'm going to show you my theory and where this might go. But if I told my mom I like cutting people's heads off with a chainsaw, pancakes is not the option I'm getting in response to it. You know what I mean? And he doesn't even like the emotion on his face. Oh, you like cutting heads off, do you, buddy? High five. Yeah, me too. Murder. You know, it's like Tom finally finds out and his son comes up to him and he's like, his son comes up and goes, I like cutting heads off, Daddy, with a chainsaw. And Tom's like, what's up? And the son's like, yeah. And Tom's like, yeah. It's wild. But I wanted to come back here because this might just be more than one-man operation. I'm not pointing any fingers. This is all alleged. But this might be. Now, I want to play this part because this is where my theory might be going. This is where and many of you have mentioned this in the comment, but this is where I'm going. Let's see how they think about people here.
So much disdain come at me from people with little to no means. And it's just like a constant fucking barrage of just like, I'm so poor. I can't relate to anything you say. And I'm just like, okay, I don't know what to tell you. I donate to charities. Like something positive has to come out of this, but it's constant. It's constant.
So in the most recent...
Let me fast forward right here.
Wait. I fly with the pores too. I'm a regular guy. I'm with pores all the time. I take the bus. I ride a bike. I don't know what else to tell you, man. Pores are so mad at me.
Why would you refer to someone as the pores? Like all of humanity, most of us aren't bajillionaires. Most of us are work for a living, you know? We got to deal with stuff. We got to deal with stuff, you know. That's what happens. I got some shit last night that I wasn't ready for, but life's like, oh, hey, you want to pay some shit? No. Okay, you're still going to. Oh. That's life. So why are we the poors? Are we just disposable? This guy wouldn't have a career if it wasn't for the poors. Nobody would show up to his concert if it wasn't for the poors. Tom Segura is going down at some point with this kind of attitude. But the attitude lead me thinking, where else have I seen rich people have such disdain and find us as dispensable objects? Well, brings me back to when I think I was in middle school, middle school. Year was 1997. Many of you all might remember this, but this is the pest. Stop that. John Leguizamo. What happens? This guy gets hunted by the rich. And he's bribed with $50,000, right? And so it's like, oh, and these people hunt. Okay, we're just going a little further. Now you might, let's move this one over here. You might have seen this one, huh? The Hunt. A bunch of people are captured, the poors, and the rich hunt them. And I started thinking, they're also casual about murder. All of these people. Did you see Bert burst out laughing when he talks about son cutting heads off? Do you see Tom so cold throughout all these things I've shown you? Tom is so cold. He's so cold. What are we doing here? Are they all in it together? You know, someone brought up the point of Hostel. Is it like that? You rent a room and you get a person to kill? And then I thought, maybe it's a little more devious. And the worst form of this happens to be one of my favorite horror movies of all time. Especially, this is the beginning scene. In this, the same situation. Rich people play this game, and the poors have to run and hide from all these guys coming. I'm a big Rob Zombie fan, by the way. Huge. I like realistic horror, like stuff that could happen, like when people are fucked up to other people. Not really into that demon stuff. And yeah, I know I got a Hellraiser poster, but that was back when horror movies were actually decent. So I like this realistic thing. And, you know, it just got my mind a rolling, you know. Who remembers Rob Zombie? Tutti fucking fruity. Tutti fucking fruity. Anyways. So I go back and I look at this cold-hearted face and I say to myself, everybody knows Tom likes killing. And how is everybody okay with Tom talking about murder year after year after year? Unless they too enjoy murder. So maybe the question isn't, is Tom a serial killer? Allegedly, we might say yes. You know, just the facts. And if this is a bit, well, I'm not trying to be known as a serial. It just seems stupid. Why would you want to be known as a serial killer? Why would you want to be known as like, oh, that guy likes to talk about murdering people? It's something he can't hide. We go back. In part 3, we're going to go see, or I don't know what part we did. There's so many parts. But we look at that murder speech. Remember, that was before he was famous. That was his childhood. But the question now is, who else is murdering, allegedly, with Tom? Are they hunting people? Are the poors just their victims for fun murder? I don't know. But stay tuned. Part 3 out tomorrow. This is a deep one, folks. And I don't know how much more we're going to find. I don't know how much. That's not even a good sentence, but I'm confused. You know, this stuff is, are we just living a lie? Is the Matrix real? Are we all just being played? Do the rich just get to kill us at will? It appears that way. But until next time, lock your doors, shut your windows, and don't let Tom in your house.